Wexner. Why is Look over here. Look right here.
White House.
White
Jesus
House.
Christ.
Who in the hell's got a number to the White House, bro?
I'd like it. I just call him. Like, can I get the concierge?
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, to the White House. What does that go to? Like the staff? What does it go to? The secretary?
Got to be like the front door, like the receptionist.
Sawyer's Telephones, 71st, Jeffrey. Maybe this is Flowers. He's got to have Flowers, guy. Now, see, I don't think he would have had this thing. I think that
Kenya. What the fuck?
Well, this is Kenya. See, he's got the club in Kenya. Welcome to the Bro Banter Podcast, where camaraderie meets content in the most unfiltered way possible. Hosted by Don and Dalton, this podcast dives into the heart of today's world, blending humor, life's everyday quirks, and the kind of friendly rivalry only we can share. So, we hope you will join us. Thank you, and enjoy. Live from the studio, the Bro Banter Podcast.
Cast.
Oh man, how does that work?
I don't know. I think we could sell that snippet right there.
Do you think we can? It's like
maybe
ASMR, right?
Yep. See, people pay big money.
Is that ASMR? Yeah, ASMR.
Now that we found Donald's new venture in life, after this is over, we will be selling these voice snippets.
I could scratch my nose in the mic and you could hear it.
Oh, that's nice. It's like sandpaper. That is nice.
Because we're talking about funny items. So obviously at some point we're going to talk about the Zelensky thing, right?
Yeah.
And some people's takes are he's disrespectful or he didn't wear a suit. God, I don't care about the suit. Doesn't even matter about the suit. There's multiple takes on it. But have you seen the Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood video?
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
I have not seen that.
Oh, these people, did they ever understand?
Did they go full left swinging?
Well, I think he's been for a while. But it's not about, we want Ukraine to get crushed. That's not what it's about. People, just let things happen. That's all I can say. Is just let it happen. You'll see what happens.
Even in the video we'll watch later, even Trump and JD said at one point, it's like, brother, we're trying to get you a ceasefire, and you're saying you don't want that? I don't know. It's like he's not a victim at this point.
No, they seem to think it's Trump is evil, but no, this is what the media pushes, right? And in the Hollywood elite, they call them elites. I don't think it's elite, but it's people who have more money than common sense than the rest of it. Because it doesn't affect them, right?
And it's crazy because a lot of the shit, like you're saying, like this is what they push. So a lot of the real honest shit that people need to see gets shoved under a rug somewhere and never 100%. Gets to the mainstream.
This is fantasy land for these people. They're so rich it doesn't even bother me. It bothers the everyday Joe like ourselves, but it does not bother them. So of course they're going to spin it and go, "Well, he's just an evil man." I mean, they're not saying that in the video, but we know what they're implying. So check it out. This is not too long ago.
We stand with Ukraine, especially the refugees.
There's a global initiative, and of course, supplies and aid is already spread thin. And this is where you come in. We need your help. We need you to donate.
Yeah, I mean, we always ask for love and prayers. Please keep doing that. We're also going to ask you, dig in your pockets, be part of the greatest global relief plan mankind has ever seen.
Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody deserves a roof over their head to feel safe. You can be a part of that.
Yeah, amen. So join us, won't you? Stand up for what?
Stand up
I'm
for
sorry, but what the?
Stand up for Ukraine.
This is funny.
Stand up for Ukraine.
Aye.
Stand up for Ukraine.
Yeah. I mean, I agree in some facet. Like, it's sad with, like, we're losing men over there. They're fucking just sending them into the slaughter, basically, right? One after another.
We're not.
To grinding. Oh, yeah, I mean, the Ukrainian soldiers, right? But they're supporting the president or whatever it is over there. I guess it's the president, right?
Zelensky?
That is allowing this and continuing this when he has options. Like, you have an opt-out, brother. You can forfeit. You can say, all right, we lost. My bad. XD. Move on. Instead, you're like, no, we can't do it. It's a pride thing, man. Just, I mean, swallow that shit. It sucks. It is what it is. You're not America. Sorry. But, like, without our help, without the aid of others, your country would have been gone whenever this started 2 years ago, brother. It would have been gone within, like, 3 weeks.
Well, it's interesting because
if Russia sent the full force, it's over for you.
Years ago, they said, this whole thing popped off like after World War II. They said, we're not going to go any further east, right? We won't go east. We're not going east. And then we put somewhere in the 90s or somewhere, I think. Like, I'm probably off on that date, but somewhere in the 90s, they pushed, east by whatever it is, 1,000 miles. So, Russia's trying to come back in and take their stuff because there's a port there, right? There's a port that they want. They don't want American ships coming to that port. So that's what it's all about. They're just trying to reclaim land. The same thing, it's been going on for hundreds of years, right? Germany did it, and the Middle East is doing it. They're reclaiming land that's rightfully theirs or taken, but like you said, they're sending people to the meat grinder at this point.
Yeah,
they're struggling. They're struggling because they just don't have the people. Russia's always had it. In World War II, they would just throw one guy out there with the rifle and one guy with the rounds. Says if he falls, you pick up the rounds. If he falls, you pick up the rifle.
Yeah,
they just send them to the death. They got more population than they care. It's like a millionaire, right?
Yeah,
that's the way they are. But yeah, let's let me find that video of the Trump. I hate to use the term argument because it's not an argument, right?
It's more of like a stating of facts. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Look, the guy's been given billions, hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yep.
Starlink.
He even mentions that he got it from like Obama and then Biden and then Trump and then, or Obama and then Trump and then Biden and then Trump again giving him stuff. Like, he's had like 4 presidencies giving him help and aid, and for the lack of gratitude is just a little bit nuts.
Well, yeah, and you could call it that, and they're saying he wants to keep going with the war. I don't know if he does or not. I don't know what he. I mean, he could. I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know. But let me pull this thing up. Let's see what we have here. It's definitely an interesting one. You would not have caught this, but they chastise Trump. But did they say anything about Biden when he got lippy with him on the phone and he had catch a little attitude and they had they just reported it like it was fine. So I think I didn't want to play the whole 46 minutes of it, but
thank you very much. It's an honor.
I can send you that video again to Bro Banter.
I got it right here.
And we've been working very hard, very close. And we've actually known each other for a long time. We've been dealing with each other for a long time. Very well. We had a little negotiation spat, but that worked out great. I think for both countries, I think for the world, actually, beyond both countries. And we have something that is a very fair deal. And we look forward to getting in and digging and working and getting some of the rare earth. But it means we're going to be inside, and it's a big commitment from the United States. And
nice, it looks gold.
Just noticed that belt back there.
And we will continue.
It's a WBC Ukraine belt.
some very good discussions with Russia. I spoke with President Putin, and we're going to try and bring this.
Yeah, it's loud. It's good.
Something that you want and that he wants. We have to negotiate a deal, but we've started the confines of a deal, and I think something can happen. The big thing is the number of soldiers, mostly at this point, but soldiers being killed. They're losing thousands of soldiers on both sides. We're losing a lot of soldiers, and we want to see it stop.
Yeah.
And we want to see the money get put to different kinds of use, like rebuilding. And we're going to be working very hard, but we've had a lot of very good conversations. I will say until we came along, the Biden administration didn't speak to Russia whatsoever. They didn't speak to anybody. They just allowed this to continue. And I will say that, I'll say in front of you, you've heard me say it 1,000 times, if I were president, this war would have never happened. We would have had a deal negotiated for you without having to go through what you've gone through. But your soldiers have been unbelievably brave. You've given them great equipment, but somebody has to use the equipment. They've been unbelievably brave, and we give them great credit. This was supposed to be over very quickly, and here we are 3 years later. So I give tremendous credit.
Pause it real quick.
On your soldiers and yourself, in the sense that.
I'm gonna review that little statement. So what do you think? If he was still president and Biden never got elected, he won, do you think the war would have happened? If he was president at the time when it started?
No, I don't think he would have.
You think Putin would have respected it?
Well, yeah, because he this guy could be batshit crazy. They were scared of Reagan like that, right? They don't know. Your standard politician, you can push the boundaries because you know where they're going to go. You know what they're gonna do because they're politicians at the end of the day. But this guy here, you don't know what he's capable of.
Yeah,
they don't know. So, no, I don't think it would have happened at the end of the day. I don't think it would have at all in any way, shape.
I agree.
They would have tested the waters, but no. Ready to carry on?
Yep.
Okay, let's get over here. I think it's somewhere in this ballpark where he started to get after a little. Oh, come on.
Thank you very much. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years, the United States.
There it goes. Here it starts.
President who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the president of the United States' words mattered more than the president of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, parts of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2015.
2014. 2014.
Well, 2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but,
exactly right.
Yes, 2014 till 2022. Yeah, the situation the same. The people are been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract.
That's a standard politician, right?
Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. Mm-hmm. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not strong,
That's a bar.
I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. Mm-hmm. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the
JD's a dog. I love it.
Even you, but you have a nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve it. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
I'm not
You're in no position to dictate.
He little boyed him.
Yeah, well,
We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards.
You're playing cards.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said.
This country.
You said thank you once.
A lot of times.
No, in this
even
entire
today,
meeting, you said thank
even
you.
Today,
you went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October.
He's
Offer some
the one who brought
appreciation
this to
for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Set him up.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. He's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said,
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave you military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course.
Business like this. I tell you.
That's my president.
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong.
No, that's
True.
transparent.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
Yes.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men
True.
getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But
But
you're
I
saying
said,
you don't want a
But I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
is
with me.
made. It
That was
wasn't
with
you.
a guy named Biden, who is not a smart person.
This-
That was
this
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the
True.
javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any
He wants
cards.
the NATO is the problem.
Going to be a tough deal to make because the attitudes have to change.
Yeah.
Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks?
What if?
What do you do then? Understand that.
I can't believe he says what he's about to say, by the way.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it?
It's true.
I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
True.
Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton.
We paid for it.
Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And
True.
I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Fight it out.
I mean,
You don't have the cards. But once
Trump did this. Dick on the table for you, buddy. I mean, he laid it.
Thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest. That's not a nice thing. All right. I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh?
It'll make for great television.
Great television, I will say that. All right. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thank you. Thanks.
What's your take on the overall argument or looming question?
He's right, though. He here raises he raised some good points, right? They push politicians. Yeah. They push standard politicians because they know what politicians are. They're all smoke and mirrors. They're hot air. They don't have the cojones to do it. So they push Bush or Obama.
That's referring to the they broke deals with them, but they ain't going to break it with me type, the combo.
But here's the thing, though. He makes a deal with Russia, and he says, you won't make a move or we'll come in and we'll just wipe the earth of you. And Putin knows it. But as soon as this guy's gone, they're going to break the deal. So we're right back at it again. So I think what Zelensky knows that. I think he knows that under Trump, he'll be fine. But when Trump's gone, they're going to be right back at the same old shenanigans. That's what Russia does. Actually,
then
I don't want to say Russia.
You better hope JD gets elected then.
That's true. But here's another thing. He'll do the same thing too because he's a standard politician. The only ones they feared, the only ones that have been able to really handle them are two people, really, Trump and Reagan. And Reagan was an actor / disc jockey, but they called him a buffoon and a washed-up actor, and they also called him a communist. But they didn't know what he was capable of doing. That's the thing. They can't put a finger on him. They can't get a pulse, just like they can't get a pulse on him. They can get a pulse on your standard politicians, but they're not going to get a pulse on him. So Zelensky knows this. I wholeheartedly believe he knows it. And at the end of the day, I think he's trying to get into NATO. So anything moving forward, presidential change, he'll be fine. He'll be protected because he's been put into a mafia family, right? He's been sworn in. He's been given the omerta, right? That's what he needs, the blood oath. He needs in to protect him. That's the only way you're going to stop him. That's the only way you're going to stop him. Now, whether or not you can put him in there, I don't know. I really don't know. But now you got England's going to give him $2 billion a year for $2 billion, I think, a year for the next 10 years or something like that, and then a 100-year commitment.
Yeah,
and allow them to build military bases along. I don't know.
I mean, even if England teams up with them, if U.S. pulls out, Russia's kind of huge. I mean,
they are,
and Russia's backed by China, no?
But they are. But at the end of the day, they're about 30 years behind us, right? Because all the science, the technology, everybody comes over here.
Yeah, because we yoinked everything from World War II.
Well, we did, yeah. But they still continue to come over here with their ideas because it's if you create it there, it's going to be owned by the state or the government in this case.
Yeah.
So they want freedom. So that's why they come here. Scientists come here. So they're behind. But I don't know if England. I don't know if England's even. Hell, England just paid off their debt from World War II with us. Not even 20 years ago. They defaulted on World War One. We did a cash and carry system with them in World War II because we learned our lesson. It was like $4 billion over from World War One. So we did.
So you think the U.S. should get out of NATO?
No, I don't know if that's the thing. NATO is just a family, right? It's the round table of the mafia, right? It's what Don Corleone or all them were doing. The family. That's what they are. So I don't think you should necessarily get out of it. It's a show of force. But at the end of the day, it's man. I don't know I just don't know what the English trying to do.
Well, I shared it on the Twitter. There's like a 2-minute Alex Jones video, but it's talking about Elon is right. The U.S. must pull out of NATO. This is what Trump warned us about. They're desperately trying to launch World War III. The Western troops will be sent into the meat grinder in Ukraine. That the British PM Keir Starmer has announced that UK is putting boots on the ground in Ukraine. That was like 3 hours ago.
Well, that's no different than Afghanistan, right? They backed us, but Russia didn't. So I don't know. It's you can't believe what you read in the news.
True.
You can't believe it. I mean, especially Alex Jones. That dude's out there, man. He's out there.
And it's been filtered 5 times before it gets to your screen.
Well, I don't know. He's. I don't want. I mean, I guess some people say conspiracy theory. I just like to think he goes a little further.
Where's my hat?
Well, there you go. That's what
Where's my tin hat?
That's what it is. But I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, you have to have a buffer with Russia, and Ukraine, I think, is that buffer. Maybe we need to invest in military bases over there. If we invest in military bases, then this kind of stuff will stop because, and I think Trump wants to do the mineral deal because he knows that there's minerals there and there's American companies and Americans, getting.
I mean, if we're doing all this for you, give us something to benefit from, cuz.
Well, that's it, right? And the Gulf War and all that stuff went after the oil fields, but we didn't get nothing out of it. We just we fought for them and they got their oil. So we get nothing. We're stuck holding the bag here. We spent a lot of money in this war, and then we just get to come back and we leave shit behind. We don't get nothing for it. We don't get paid for it. So we're the only ones really losing money. Then he's right when he says that. We're fronting this stuff. We're financing it.
Like you said, we're giving you guys javelins. We're sending you shit. Yeah. We're giving you money. 300-something billion. It's like, what do we get out of the deal other than just keeping you safe? Like, there's no benefit for us.
The only time we ever got anything was from England or Britain, they say UK, in World War II when they shipped over 20 tons of their gold. So I think probably 70 or 80% or maybe 60% of the gold that's in Fort Knox is British gold.
Yeah.
To pay for it as a cash and carry, right? You bring us the gold, we'll give you Thompsons and tanks and whatever you needed until they drug us into that war. Japan got us into it, but they tried their best to get us into it. We refused until Japan hit us. So that was lucky on their part. But dude, it's going to be hard. But I think if Trump puts he gets a mineral deal and they start to get even close to those mineral mines, I'm fairly certain he's going to tell Putin, hey, buddy.
Hey, Bubba.
I don't want you to
relax.
500 miles to these mines. And those mines, you stick out as far out as you can, as a buffer. Outside of putting, bases there, that's as far as you're going to get.
Yeah.
If he puts a couple military bases out there, then he won't fiddle with it. But I don't know what strategic advantage they give to us, or we have with them, being we got them in, I'm sure, Germany or wherever. I don't know if we have anything in England, but I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. But what do you do? The people are caught between a rock and a hard place. Russia's not going to stop. They're just going to keep on keeping on. I don't know, but we've helped them a lot, man. We've given them billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions. To what? I don't know. What are they buying with that money? Are they buying? Why are we giving them money? That's my first question. Why are we giving you money? Why aren't we giving you MREs? Why aren't we just giving you ammo or weapons?
Why you need cash? What the fuck are you doing with cash?
What is cash doing? So they can go buy the guns from where? From where? Where are you buying them from? You can buy the weapons from where?
Buying the guns from Russia to beat Russia.
Well, Russia did the same thing with us in Afghanistan. We fed, Afghanistan against Russia, and Russia fed the Afghanistan Taliban against us. That's how it works, right? It's, it's catch-22, man. I don't think there's any. I understand what Trump's trying to do. Anything short of putting the base out there, you put mineral mines, but that's it. If you put them out there, and now we have an American, or Americans have a invested interest in Ukraine.
Yeah,
and therefore you don't want to come into our litter box and shit in it, if you will, without getting attacked, because that's going to be considered our backyard at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I understand where he's getting. Or we're coming from, but these
just leave our roost alone.
Yeah, these people don't see that. They think he's being a meanie and they're picking on the guy. Look, does he owe an apology? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I don't think
so.
I mean, if he doesn't wear a suit, I think that's so stupid. That's so trivial that they wear a damn suit.
Out of all the problems that we got going on, that's the least of my fucking worries.
Who cares? Now, I think here's two ways this could go now. One, he's a wartime president. So he probably doesn't want to show up in a 3-piece suit or Armani suit or whatever, looking like $1 million when he's trying to come get money. You show up in a 3-piece suit trying to get money, they're not going to give you anything. You show up like you're homeless, they're going to give it to you. So he could be showing up and that is a sign of a, respect. I'm not pompous. I'm not going to flash in your face. Now, it could be that, or it could be going, hey, when I see Musk run around here in regular attire, I see Fetterman run around in regular attire, so I'm going to show up in regular attire. But then the naysayers are going to come out and go, well, it's got to be respectful. You're supposed to show up in a suit. Okay, you're damned if you do and you're damned.
I mean, who wrote the goddamn book on that, right? I mean,
well, I get it.
I don't take any offense to the dude showing up in his regular clothes. Like, hey, our country needs help. I don't give a shit how you showed up. But his attitude, like Trump said, your attitude has to change, bro.
Well,
your mentality about this whole situation is just ass backwards.
That's the takeaway that I get from it. Even though everybody will take away the suit and they're picking on the poor little guy and he needs an apology, you don't go to court.
I feel bad for him. He's screwed. Anyway, he looks, he has to just take a knee.
Yeah, well, you don't go to court in a spaghetti strap tank top, right? Or your freaking pajamas. As respect to the judge, you show up at least with pants. We're not asking you to go get a
right.
Get some khakis from Walmart, or something in a nice, polo. That's it. So I don't think what he has there is inappropriate. I think that's he's trying to dress down for the occasion. He doesn't want to be flashy. I get it. So you got to filter all the BS from the media. He's unapologetic, and Trump's just picking on him. He's unapologetic. No, I don't think so. Trump's picking on him. They're picking on him. He don't have a suit. There was a video of a grown man crying. A grown man crying. He don't have a suit. They picked on him. That's so. Dude, stop.
Brother, that man can afford a suit. He chose to wear what he wore for a reason. What his reason is, we will never know. Maybe we don't know. But he has money. He could buy a suit. He has suits in his closet. He chose to wear what he wore for a reason. Whether it was to disrespect us or to be peace to his country, to be like, hey, look, I'm not out here in Demir and Dior and shit. I'm poor too. We're in a war.
I don't think he's trying to disrespect. I think he's showing.
I don't think so either.
In a regular attire, going, here's me. I'm a wartime president, and I'm going to ask for $250 billion in my $100,000 suit.
Yeah.
That's not the case, man.
That just don't sit well.
They're just blowing it out of proportion. You just got to look at the underline. The underline is
Got to look at the blurred lines.
You know, he's going downhill fast. They're snatching people off the streets. Well, so they say. We see videos of people being snatched off the street. Hell, there was a video of a kid with I think it wasn't autism. It was Down syndrome in a trench. In a trench. Why? That's some stuff Russia used to do back in World War II. You know, it didn't care if he was mentally handicapped. The poor kid doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Just go be a body, basically.
Yeah, dude. That's what, now you know they're in trouble, and that's why we have to step in. And I get it, and I think the mineral deal is the best option, short of putting bases out there, because we're getting payment back. You do a lease with us for like 100 years, and at least 100 years. They're not going to fiddle with you because they come in anywhere near within a 500-mile radius or 100-mile or 200-mile or 1,000-mile radius of those mines. Buddy, that's an act of war on our part. And you know, Putin doesn't want an act of war. So I'm sure that'll protect.
Does he not? I mean, not with us, maybe.
No, no, he don't want with us. He doesn't want one with us, but that's what I'm saying. It'll protect them if we do that, but you just got to get past the naysayers who are looking the other direction. This is strategy, man. You just got to let it play out. It'll happen in due time, and this will go away. And people, they're weirdos, man. They're weirdos. That's all you can say. That's all you can say. Crazy as it is, but it'll be all right.
That's a good take on that. It's a good little session.
Yeah.
I mean, got any like funny videos? Anything lighten up?
I kind of looked at. I don't know if you've seen the Epstein stuff. So.
I haven't heard it. I thought. I mean, since he's dead, I thought it was they're just like what the books. They're like airing them out.
No, so they released what they call it in 3 phases. I don't know how many phases. I think they're 3 phases right now, but they were complaining that, well, at least Pam Bondi was, that she wasn't getting all the stuff from the feds, FBI, so she was kind of chastising Kash Patel. I don't know if that you can really say that, but it was scheduled for Friday, and some people are screaming bloody murder. Well, we didn't get everything. All we got is flight logs. All we got is let's go through it here real quick. Because it really, at the end of the day, look.
Before I forget,
yeah,
I saw something earlier. It's like the country's sending the most aid to Ukraine. As of 2022, the United States has sent 119 billion. The closest was EU institutions at 52 billion, and the rest are all in the teens. So I mean, we're feeding the bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're number one. Like,
yeah,
we paid the check.
Excuse us for trying to help out.
Sorry, before we got too far away.
They look at it as being greedy, but we look at it as a way of protecting us because we're getting our money back, but also at the same token, if we stick it out there, they're not going to mess with you because we have a vested interest in your company now, or your country. So,
oh shit, we got actual we got the files.
So this is a contact book, right? So these are all the names now, and there's Phil Collins. I don't know if it's Phil Collins, the singer, but let's be honest with each other.
Probably is.
People knew this cat. I mean,
probably is.
This guy, but doesn't mean, and I'm just going to put this warning out there. Just because you see people's names in the contact does not mean they did anything illegal. All right?
True.
This is a contact book. It's a Rolodex. So this guy he knew everybody. He knew the who of who. You know,
we just did the whole like until proven guilty thing, by the way. Just let you guys know, innocent until proven guilty. But
in all fairness, it's true though. It's 100% true.
100%.
So here are some names. You know, some of these things. I mean, look, I'm not familiar with all these people. I see someone here, and then, you know, Trump's not in here though. I think Ivanka or something. I think it was Ivanka that was in here. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin was in here. Bismarck, that's a heck of a name.
Peter Mashert.
I said Alec Baldwin was in here.
Oh, Jesus.
So, he's had dealings. That just means he's had dealings, right? That's all.
I saw my work emblem on my shirt. I don't want to get in trouble. Or if we hit 10 million views tomorrow, I don't want them to try to cancel my video. You know what I'm saying, buddy?
Nicholas Candy.
Cammy. Where do you see Nicolas Cage?
No, not Nicholas Cage. Candy.
Oh.
Nicholas Candy. I don't know what that is. Cammy. But who's to say that some of these names aren't fake? Caprice. I mean, that can.
Yeah. That's like
a
a hooker or something.
Yeah, we don't know, man. We just don't know. They could be fake names too. I doubt it.
So I wonder what's blacked out, like the actual number and address, maybe?
Yes. Yeah. Contact info. Peter Cohen. You know who isn't? Alan Dershowitz, but we kind of knew that, I think, already, right? I think everybody knew Alan Dershowitz was in here. DeSoto.
Trying to think of the names because it's in alphabetical, so.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think of the names, spot it out. I think I've already gone through them. Well, no, I don't think I know I have. Just a few of them, that I kind of saw it. I'm thinking, okay, there's one in here.
What's Diddy's name, dude?
I have no idea.
Something Combs.
Oh.
Diddy Combs? I can't
Luke
think of his
Combs?
first name. No, that's a country singer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. My apologies to Luke Combs. I don't see no C. Combs. A K or C?
C. Sean. His first name is Sean.
Definitely not in there then. Definitely not in there.
Well, it's a S. We're not even at S's yet.
I feel like we need to have some type of, music when we're doing this,
Play it.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying.
Bangers.
I don't know.
Investigative journalism. That's what we're doing, for sure.
I don't know if we have. I feel like we need some. Media here. Yeah, well, let's see here. Duke of York, Duchess.
Jeez.
Duchess of York. That's crazy, isn't it? There it is.
Who's the Duke of York?
Here it is. The Duke of York. The Duke of York. Yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously it's royalty, right? It's definitely not us.
All right.
So first of all, I said Mayweather. I was like, oh, okay. I wouldn't put it past him. That guy's out there.
This was in his cell phone? Jesus Christ! How many numbers did you have?
No, this was a book.
Oh, like a contact book.
Rolodex,
okay.
Yes, contact book. Yep. Forbes, Steve Forbes, Sandy Forbes, Chris Forbes.
So they all worked for Forbes then, and he was talking in talks with Forbes magazine.
Well, I'm fairly certain it has something to do with the Forbes. There's Ford. I don't know if that's like the motor company, but I was really expecting. We'll get to the flight logs.
When did this come out?
This first phase came out on Friday. I haven't seen anything in the quote unquote second or third phase, if you will. But Guest. That's a heck of a last name. Guest. Hambro. Do you think that has anything to do with? Isn't that like dang it, like Mattel and all that, Hasbro, the toy company?
Maybe.
Don't know.
I don't put it past anything these days.
Hanson. Hefner. I saw Hefner. I thought, oh, Hugh, but no. Definitely not Hugh. Dustin Hoffman.
I mean, Hefner had his own thing going on over here legally.
Yeah.
He had all the his.
Yeah, he didn't need any of that stuff. I'm surprised no one's photoshopped these and added their friends' names to it, you know?
Right.
Like, hey, man, you popped up in the Rolodex. Did not, though. Mick Jagger. I didn't, that's the first time I've seen that one. Michael Jackson, your boy. Michael.
Well, where'd you see Mick Jagger? Oh.
Breaking. Michael Jackson on the list. Coming back.
Who'd have thunk?
He never died. Mick Jagger on Ethan.
It's just wild, the amount of names, though.
Yeah, isn't it, though?
Jesus Christ. And again, not all of them are probably like part of this whole thing.
Kennedy's. Bobby Kennedy. Ted Kennedy.
Ethel? Who the fuck is Ethel?
Senator Edward Kennedy. Well, yeah. Did they have dealings? David Koch brothers, right? Isn't that one the same?
That's offered.
Some names I don't. Courtney Love, and I actually circled, so it makes you wonder during the investigation who circled that, right? Like, I wonder if they talked to that person. I wonder if they brought in Courtney Love. So why does your name pop up in this guy's book?
Right.
Tell us. McMillan, McGuire. We're getting close on Teresa. That's an old name. Maxwell. There's a lot of Maxwells.
I thought the girl that got arrested for that shit was named Maxwell or Maxine or some shit.
Maxine.
Remember?
Yeah.
Maxwell? I don't know.
think she'd been here. She could have. Probably a special look for that one. Yeah. I noticed you don't see the phone repair guy or the AC guy or the auto mechanic.
Right.
Plane fixer guy, You don't get the plane mechanic in here. Like Jimmy, auto. Steve, Rolls Royce, Escalade.
Jacob Lawn.
When I saw Murray, I thought, oh man, and then I was like, okay, now we're good. But Rupert Murdoch. These are who's and not the have-nots. Emmanuel Nadler. I wonder if that's Jerry Nadler. What if his real name's Emmanuel?
How many names weren't put down? You know what I mean? How many names were kept on the low and didn't get contact info, just showed up on a plane?
Well, I think that's what Pam Bondi's alleging, is that they're holding on to stuff. Oppenheim. I think they're holding back.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I couldn't do that movie. That was too far gone for me. Anyway, it's interesting, the history of it, but
I didn't watch it. It's supposed to be based on a true story, right?
yes. Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know if it was just monotone. I don't know. It just stayed at one level.
Yeah.
It was just too weird for me. Price. Let's say Princess who?
I cannot fucking read that.
You're winning. Somebody out there will. Don
Right.
Rappaport.
Really? That's the actor.
I don't know who it is, but it sounded like it's.
Don Rappaport. Is that not? Investigative research incoming.
Sounds like it.
No. There's a Rappaport, but he's an actor, and I don't know if it's any relation. Michael Rappaport. Maybe they didn't put first names for real. They made up first names and given last names. Who knows?
True.
Michael Rappaport is an actor.
Who's Daniel Rappaport? Dan Rappaport.
Don. I don't know. It didn't show up. It was just random shit. I don't know if maybe he has siblings.
Peter Soros. They circled Peter Soros. Well, somebody did. We don't know who. Somebody did. And Rupert Tate. That one. There's the Trumps. There it is. There's a connection. Blaine and Robert. Don't know who they are. Ivana. Ivana, I think, was his first wife. Well, they're not. Wow. The one with the kids. Like it's Ivanka's mother.
Yeah.
So that tells you something right there. It's like he had Ivana and Ivanka. But where's Donald? There's Chris Tucker. Governor Turnbull. Charles Turnbull. Mm-hmm. I'm sure somebody on here is going, "You idiots, that's a good name. You skipped right over that one." That's
Yeah.
so.
People are seeing stuff like, oh, that's like my third cousin. It's like, what?
I can't be expected to know everything these days. Come on. At the end of the day. But
yeah, that's what they circle.
So,
Joseph Floria.
Yeah, so here at the bottom he's got
that's like, it, Maxwell, Christine Maxwell. That's the girl that they arrested and shit, and she got out.
Well, see, this is weird because he's got Beverly Hills Hotel, you know. Right. I guess that's the way you have to do it back then, right? Hey, call it Beverly Hills Hotel. I want to go to Aspen Club.
Yeah. Bel Air Hotel.
Bel Air. There's Avis. He actually used Avis. Avis is.
I don't even know what that is.
Avis car rental.
Oh.
They're probably the lower end of, like budgets nowadays, but back then they were probably big, I guess. He's got Christie's in New York, Carlisle. There's the cook. He's got the cook in there. Coffee shop, see? Essex House, Doyle's Lane Electrolysis,
Four Seasons,
Four Seasons Hotel, Four Seasons Restaurant. He's got it all, man. He's got all the little
Plaza.
Yeah. Teo Restaurant,
Ritz Carlton,
Ritz at the Ritz, Sotheby's, shoe repair. He's got to get a shoe repair.
Oh, Brazil.
Harry's Bar, Daphne.
Damn, so he's setting up hotels for. Oh my god, what a creep.
Yeah, he had them, no doubt. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, he's a middleman. There's definitely someone higher than him. He's a guy that was moving this. He was in control of the chessboard.
Massage Paris.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think for 1 minute. Why is that circled? Massage.
Circled and there's nothing on it.
Well, I think it's part of Massage Paris there.
Oh.
And then taxis, Ritz. Don't think for 1 minute that this guy was the one shop deal. No, he was catching money from these people. He was catching money.
Epstein Jeffrey. He's got his own name in this book twice.
Yeah, not sure. Maybe it's his Palm Beach hotel. Maybe it's the Island Hotel because he had a house in Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. I think a house or he had the Island. Then he had one out in like New Mexico. Then he had one in New York, Israel, Jerusalem Hyatt.
What does that say at the bottom? A part for HODs, mods.
Like I don't know. One of those things. Adler's, Tom Barack.
Apartment for HODs or holds or molds or something.
Could be. You know what that's supposed to
Something shady.
Newark, New Jersey, right? So now he's getting into his plane repair. Epstein portables. I don't know what that is supposed to be. Dave
Money laundering.
Yeah, it's definitely something. Alan Dershowitz, that's it. That's definitely an attorney. I think Alan Dershowitz defended him a handful of times. Mark Epstein.
It's crazy that he just unalived himself, supposedly.
Yeah,
just kidding. He's in an island somewhere.
If you believe that, Insurance Office of Central Ohio.
Show us the body with a DNA test.
No, he was murdered, no doubt. No doubt.
Too many high profiles waiting on you not to snitch.
There was too many videos he had recorded in that New York apartment or New York house. What the hell is this? Roxton Sporting. Rockefeller. I don't know, man. Lawrence Stroll.
That is nuts.
You know who that is, don't you?
No idea.
He's I think he's British. I think he's a British. His son is Lance Stroll. Drives in Formula One. So Lawrence Stroll, I think he started out with Force India team, and he buys a seat for his son. Basically, he comes in and says, "I'll give you $1 million to help your team, but you got to give a seat to my kid who don't know how to drive a damn car." He pretty much ended Williams racing, if you ask me. I think he took them down the tank. Oh, there is Donald Trump. I'll be dipped. Look at that. Yeah. Old Donald's in there. Damn, my name made it in the book. Minus the Trump.
He's famous.
Wexner. Why is Wex? Look over here. Look right here.
White House. Jesus
House.
Christ.
Who in the hell's got a number to the White House, bro?
I'd like it. I just call him and be like, "Can I get the concierge?"
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, to the White House. What does that go to? Like the staff? What does it go to? The secretary?
It's got to be like the front door, like the receptionist.
Sawyer's Telephones, 71st, Jeffrey. Maybe this is Flowers. He's got to have Flowers, guy. Now, see, I don't think he would have had this thing. I think that
Kenya. What the fuck?
Well, this is Kenya. See, he's got the club in Kenya.
Hair access.
He's got airport transferred, police station, drivers. He's got them all separated by police 24 hours.
Police 24 hours.
Yeah. Nag's Head must be a pub or something. I don't know.
Christine Maxwell again.
Chiropractor.
Medical. Doctor.
That's a lot of doctors, son.
What are you doing, doctor?
Chiropractors. Dr. Bruno, Dr. Dean, Dr. Park, Dr. Ray, Dr. Shimoni. Ear. He's got a lot of them, dude.
It's insane.
Lister Hospital. Insane. Oh, there's witnesses.
It's like the people that were for Elvis. There's a bunch of doctors giving him stuff.
Creative custom swimwear. Who in the hell needs swimwear? Driver PB. I don't know what is that? I don't know what PB is.
When you're that rich, you can't go to Walmart and get a swim set, bro. You gotta have like a custom.
I think the ranch is, you know what PB is? Palm Beach. Good job, Dalton. You just solved it. So these
I didn't say anything.
breakers. Breakers. I bet if you looked up right now, the breakers in Palm Beach, you're going to find a restaurant. Chiropractor in Palm Beach. Creative Custom Swimwear in Palm Beach. Don DeVito. Driver is Palm Beach. That's what it is. Good job. You solved it. Now here's the ranch. That's out in New Mexico, Arizona, or I think it was New Mexico. It's all his contacts.
Rugs.
Rugs? Where'd you see rugs at?
Bottom right, above security.
Scotland Yard? Really? Switzerland? AT&T, that's how old this is. Does anybody even use AT&T anymore? Concord. The Concord.
Just kidding. If AT&T wants to sponsor us, I will take it.
Yeah. Concord tickets. He actually flew Continental and Concorde. Delta helicopters. Delta Dash. Flyaway. DHL. Yeah, whenever stuff he's sent by way of DHL. London. That's all London stuff. Sapphire Travel. Raytheon. They make their DOD contractor thing. They make wiring for planes.
Really?
Yeah. TWA. United
US Air.
Huh? US Air.
USA Air.
US Air.
Virgin Atlantic Airlines.
Yep. New Mexico message. That's how you can get your message on the message machine in New Mexico. He even had the range hands.
What is RM?
I don't know. Sure, we'll figure it out in a minute because we're smart.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we are.
Yeah. Mr. Chow.
Super intelligento.
Now, visitor's message.
Uh-oh. Why not show it? Just show it. Let us see.
Important email addresses. So it's got his Palm Beach, New York, New Mexico, Paris. Oh, that's right. He did have a flat in Paris, didn't he? Or that'd be New York. Flat would be in New York, right? That would be.
Yeah.
And then Christine, that was his girl, right? She has him in New York.
Something like that, yeah.
In-house, Tim Newcomb, Citrix Systems programmer. Sell and home. And then,
Secret Service personnel escorting. Personal escorting.
Prime Minister of Israel. Wow.
Former PM of Israel.
Scout for young
females.
Good job. Well, if this guy got brought in, this woman, Jean. Oh, you remember that? Karen Mods? Mods?
Oh, yeah.
So we see Mods up here? Where do we see Mods at?
It was the one that we couldn't fucking tell. It's in writing.
Where did that thing go? Wexner. What was that? See, it's all coming together now. Oh, we're good.
I think we passed it. Right there. Apartment for mods.
In Italy.
Sheesh.
There you go. I know this is boring. People probably leaving us as we speak. Look at this, David.
That's right. As long as I watch a little bit.
David
Magician.
Copperfield. Eve
I did
Anderson,
not know he was still alive. What the fuck?
Former model and mother of something.
Some pick.
David
Mother
Clinton,
of
Palm Beach. Witness.
neck pick.
Chat daily with. Look at this. Interacted and chat daily with underage girls. Jesus, dude. That's so that's where that thing lies. Now, of course, you got all these different log books. Masseuses.
Yeah.
I like this, and this is interesting. Here's your masseuses.
Why even release it? It's not showing us shit.
Because they're being transparent.
It's full redacted. What the fuck?
Full? You think? There's nothing there. Now these don't show anything real. I think Bill Clinton showed up a few times on them. I wonder why it's not working. That's
I
probably
knew that.
Clinton. It actually says President Bill Clinton too.
It's insane.
So there's a bunch of names. I don't want to bore millions of people with these things, but do you even have millions of people watching?
In my eyes.
Well,
That's all that matters.
We don't want to bore all 5 of you. How about that? ASMR action. Try to get that. I'm trying to work that into my routine here.
It's a selling point. On next.
Yeah. What was the one that said Bill Clinton told reported to? Now, I don't know. You have to look him up, right? Because I imagine PBI is Palm Beach and FX. We know JFK is, so Palm Beach. But we don't know who JE and SX is.
Yeah.
We're getting into abbreviations here. But Alan Dershowitz showed up on here, which is kind of expected, right? Look, President William Clinton. No, they did not. I knew I'd find that thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, President William Clinton. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can. Yeah, on one of these sheets, he was in there quite a bit. Oh, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker.
It's fucking wild.
So where was President Clinton going? JFK to LPAZ. What is that? Look it up on your phone. Airport LPAZ. Well, let me check it here. I'll check it here. LPAZ.
Santa Maria.
In Arizona?
No, Portugal.
What?
Portugal. LPAZ. Santa Maria, Alzer. LPAZ is an international airport located 5 kilometers northwest of the unbrazen Vial of Port Santa Maria Airport.
So we go from
JFK to Santa Maria, Portugal.
That's this one. It says female. Like the fourth one down. J-E female. Cindy Lopez.
Isn't that Jennifer Lopez's sister or some shit?
I don't know. Or write the tail number down. I kind of wonder where this plane went to now. Or if it's still in Fed's possession. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
I agree, though. There's still someone out there pulling these same strings he was doing. I'm just saying. There's someone above him, and all this shit's still happening. It didn't stop when he died in a jail cell.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
Sadly.
Why? I don't even know when this. What was the dates? Oh, damn it! That's what we should have went and looked at. Where'd that thing go?
Date on the left.
Yeah, well.
2002. 2002.
I was looking for Clinton though. Where'd it go?
That one. That one.
This one. This one.
Yeah, right. Right. Pre-light. Oh, that's pre something. Never mind. No.
Oh wait, Bill Clinton right there again. What says Bill Clinton?
2002, the 19th of January.
Bill Clinton's Secret Service, 2 males,
No.
1 female. So this has to be when he was president.
That was the 9th of January in 2002.
Really? So he was
On the left side, it says 2002 up top, right? 2002, and it says January.
Smart.
And the date
Really
is right next to him.
Yeah, so it happened in 2001 and 2002. So he wasn't even president then that time. Huh. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what else comes out.
That's interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I might have you send me that fucking doc so I can scroll through it later when I'm wanting to fucking troll and XD at all the crazy stuff that goes on.
Oh, this was posted on Office of Public Affairs, Department of Justice. Now, that was on the 27th, but there's supposed to be more. Who knows? Who knows? I don't see it either way.
Well, anything else you want to leave the people with?
No. Not unless you have anything. I think I'm good. And we've gone an hour and 9 minutes, so I'm sure people already. If you made it,
That's some good stuff.
Congratulations.
If you did, send me your email address and your social security and the high school you went to and your mother's maiden name.
So the mother's maiden name and high school supposed to be
security questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to make sure, I gotta have all the angles covered. Just kidding. Don't do that. If you fell for that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to go to jail.
On that note,
appreciate you guys tuning in.
Take care. Thank you for joining us for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. You may find us on X, the Bro Banter Podcast, or on YouTube. Thanks, and God bless.